Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From Mahomes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
All righty, welcome back to the next edition of the Chiefs Blitz podcast, brought to you by Underdog. I'm your host, Nick Athen, along with Mr. Hence Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, Coach Andre Tillman. It is Red Friday, even though we're going to have, I guess, a Red Monday. Chiefs don't play again until Monday Night Football. I believe that's an ESPN game, ABC game, whatever. Joe Buck, right? And Troy Aikman will be on the call.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm a big Joe Buck fan. But hey, before we get started, Lou, I got a question for you. What time did your girls download the new Taylor Swift album?
When was it available?
12 o'clock last night.
Okay, that's when they did it.
So with this said, let's get
thoughts. Hold on, and their thoughts.
There was a countdown clock, the whole thing. Now, neither of them really live here much. I mean, the oldest one moved out a while ago.
I got you.
The younger one, I mean, she was probably in bed, but probably had the earphones in, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, it was a big event. They were very, very excited. I was not aware that I believe 8 of the 12 tracks come with an explicit warning. So
there were a few
for the 15, soon to be 16-year-old. I might have wanted, some parental controls there, but Swifty's getting a little raunchy.
Yeah, if there's any question about the relationship that Travis has, there it is. October 3rd, Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl became Spotify's most streamed album in a single day for 2025 so far. And further, all other major releases by other artists that were scheduled for this weekend have been postponed to next week. So they don't want anything to do with trying to compete with Taylor Swift. Now, I don't know many Taylor Swifts.
I'm surprised the streaming apps didn't crash. Jeez.
I'm surprised too. I'm not. I love Taylor Swift. I love her relationship with Travis. I downloaded it this morning. I listened to the first 3 or 4 tracks, and then I got mired in a whole bunch of other stuff I had to do to get ready for today and some other work stuff.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
What's that?
I said, I bet you was in there listening to it. Like, it puts the lotion on the skin. Like
the lotion on the skin and the wood thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm just like, okay. Okay.
That was a deep cut. Wow.
Yeah, that was
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Lou said, put the lotion on the skin. Like Silence of the Lambs, a little bit of that eeriness.
Yeah,
it is Halloween season though.
It is Halloween. Congratulations to her. She's making the tour in Europe before heading back to the States this week to talk with the U.S. market media. Pretty fascinating, the whole thing. Again, if you haven't listened to it, it broke Spotify's single day record, Life of a Showgirl. It is not for the average. I don't think this is an adult Taylor Swift version, and props to her. And I know the music was banging loud and clear at Arrowhead today. Patrick Mahomes indicated that yesterday that they were going to do that. So, hey, again, congratulations. We all wish the best for Travis. and his future wife, Miss Swift, and looking forward to if we ever see her again at Arrowhead. I mean, who knows? I know she's there, but we haven't seen her in the public eye. So hopefully some of those things that are following her are not following her anymore. And
well, all the nut jobs and conspiracy theorists out there get their wish. Oh, they're not cutting to her anymore. So
I think they did this. I think she did this because of the album. I really do.
Well, that, and I think there was sort of this stalker issue as well. Yeah. I think that had something to do with it. The partitions in the stadium, like at the that hallway where they come through. Stalker.
I know that feeling. I had a stalker for about 3 years.
You had a stalker, Nick?
I had a stalker.
Wow.
I know. I swear to, in my Warpaint Illustrated days, I had a stalker. It was a husband and wife.
A couple
stalkers.
It was very difficult. It got very personal. It got very abusive.
They was on the swing then.
They didn't like your commentary.
Let me put it this way: if you work in an establishment and some nut job walks into there and creates havoc, if you have things that are being told to police officers and to people accusing me of things, the world's a little off center right now. I think we can all agree. I don't care what political side of the spectrum you're on. It's a little crazy, but for someone who just an ordinary Joe, I ran a Chiefs site and I was attacked basically and hounded, and it finally a really good friend of mine took care of it in a way that was very professional and very legal. And
bet he did.
Never heard from these people again. I don't even know if they're still kicking, but at the end of the day,
I don't know if they're still kicking.
Again, man, it's like I ran a Chiefs site. I wasn't creating, left or right politics. I wasn't like spewing my personal opinions. Wow. I'm just talking Chiefs football. I mean, it lasted for 3 years, and ultimately, it got settled.
Well, so they said you called John Wick.
What are we 3 years?
I'd have called Ballerina first.
What are we 3 years in, and so far so good? At least I don't think we're being stalked by anyone. But that's kind of unnerving there,
John Wick. Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
I'm John Wick. So if you want to stalk me, you're going to stalk.
I would have called Ballerina. For sure.
You're gonna start the police, the FBI, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put my hands on nobody, you know what I'm saying? The police.
It was
911.
Hensley has a particular set of skills.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you back then. You were a baby, so I doubt you would have been able to do much except puke on the person.
But Taylor Swift, man, congratulations again. Spotify put it out earlier today, man. I don't know.
The golden freaking goose, man.
I'm gonna check the album out, man, and see what it's all about.
I bet you will. I bet you will check the album out.
The first 4 tracks I heard were good. So I will listen to the rest of it at some point.
Hey, listen, guys. At the end of the day, it's Taylor Swift.
42 minutes of unadulterated just joy.
No, very adult-oriented music.
Hey, she's uncanny right now. She's married to Travis Kelce. You know what I'm saying?
So is Taylor Swift overseasing Michael Jackson right now?
Hell no.
As far as the greatest artist of all time?
Hell no. Not even close.
I think so.
What?
Stop, Nick.
Okay, Mr. Analytics. Go to the stats. That's what it'll tell the tale, right, Coach?
How many albums has Taylor Swift sold compared to Michael Jackson?
It's art.
Somebody do the math.
It's very subjective. You can say that I like this artist more than another one. Okay, fine. That's what you like. But to say one is better than the other,
ain't nobody's coming close to Mike, Lou.
Has she surpassed Prince? Has she surpassed Prince?
No, she passed Prince, but she ain't passed Mike.
My house. Get the fuck. What?
See, Lou,
you made me swear. You made me swear. Now, what are we doing?
Thank you,
Come
Lou.
On
thank
now. You. Get out of here.
Thank you, Lou.
My daughters, are diehard Swifties, whatever. They know better, okay? They're not coming in this house spouting that crap. Come on, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what makes Lou, we together on Prince. is our number one. It's our number one.
Prince the number one in your house, but ain't nobody coming close to the Jackson 5 Mike. They gonna to the soul Mike, the rock and roll Mike
for you.
Off the wall, thriller, bad. You know
3-1. You're out. Real jail time. All right, let's roll.
No damn jail time. Blood on the dance floor. Invincible. We can keep going, baby. We can keep going now.
Man in the mirror. But other than that, Taylor Swift again. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and get into our sponsors before we get into our updates.
All right, let's do it. Underdog Fantasy. If you haven't played now, play $5, get 50. You can play in the state of Missouri. You can also play in Kansas and select states around the country. You can play their pick 'em game, higher or lower. Jackson, Mahomes. We all say who's the best quarterback between those two. It is clearly Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't think you can put your money on that, Nick.
I don't. You can't necessarily do that, but you can pick the stats higher or lower. It's really simple. You hit the scan.
Everybody's got their favorites, Nick.
You hit the scan code right there. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. It's pretty simple. Set up your account. Use the code Chiefs Blitz. Deposit $5. Play that $5 and get bonus dollars. They're all different bonuses now. They've kind of changed around. So I'm going to do something different. I said that I would send out a signed card for anybody who signs up. So I'm going to change that. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't have a picture of it, but I'll dig it out on Monday's show. If we get 100 people between now and the end of the December 31st to sign up on, hold on, to sign up on Underdog, I will give away a $1,000 collectible from the Kansas City Chiefs to that person. We'll put them in a pool. We'll do a raffle, and the winner will get an item valued at $1,000, $1,000.
Again,
you can
sell lottery ticket.
Yeah, it's a lottery ticket. So all it takes is $5 investment.
Make money on the $5.
Play the game a couple of times. Enjoy it. If you win a few bucks. So I'm gonna pick out the item this weekend. I've got the store up, chiefsblitz.com/shop. We're gonna have a graphic up for Monday as well, and I'll give something away. So it'll be a $1,000 value, but we have to get 100 people to sign up. So tell your friends.
Taking care of our people here, Nick.
Tell your friends. I don't know who's FaceTiming me. I don't know this person at all. I don't even know that number. So there you go. At the end of the day, that's exactly what you need to do. So there you
go. The stalker.
It might have been. I don't know who that number is. So now I'm gonna have to look up the area code. I probably shouldn't have said anything. Me and my big mouth.
Blowing air on the embers there, Nick.
Yeah.
Resuscitating the fire.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they got your ass now, Nick.
Yeah.
Shut up, Nick.
All right, there it is. This piece of item here is $1,450. We're discounting it $200. You can get a Super Bowl IV Hall of Fame signed football from Johnny Robinson, Bobby Bell, Emmett Thomas, Len Dawson, Willie Lanier. Comes with a case and also comes with free shipping. So I'll discount that $200. And you have 13 days left before the ultimate ride raffle has ended for the Derek Thomas Mercedes-Benz. Just hit the scan code there. All benefits 100%. Go to the Derek Thomas Neil Smith Foundation, Deron Cherry Foundation. You do a lot of great work. Been involved with them for a really, 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 really long time. So please do that. It just costs $100. It's a great way to give away some money for charity and to give away Derek's car. Hopefully they get lots and lots and lots of money.
But again, that $1,000 gift prize.
$1,000 gift prize. We have to sign up 100, not 98, not 99, not 50. 100 new subscribers using the promo code Chiefs Blitz. Again, you have to deposit the $5 to get the 50, but you have to play. Okay, play once, play twice. It doesn't matter. You've got to play. That's the only way. That's the only way you're eligible.
Yeah,
we're not inducing gambling. Please gamble, carefully and within the rules in the states, and it's not available in all states. But I figured if that doesn't do it, then we're doing something wrong.
It's a game of skill, Nick.
We'll have a new graphic on it as well.
It's a game of trust.
We're not
the game of trust.
Here.
But I have as you can tell, I have a lot of stuff. So I'm happy to do it for the team here.
I'm loving that shirt though. Was that the Kansas City Kings right there?
The Kings shirt on today. I was trying to find something clean.
Right. Back in my era, I was born in that era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was born in that.
I loved that. Was great. I had front row seats, center court.
So what they said
spoiled me. All right, let's go.
let's get into the updates. Go ahead.
News. Matt McMillan, KC Chiefs Matt. Patrick Mahomes was named the AFC Offensive Player of the Week for the 11th time in his career after tossing 4 touchdowns on Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens. Not bad for Patrick. Was it 11 times? That's pretty impressive.
0 interceptions.
0 interceptions, even better. Pete Sweeney said Chiefs Andy Reid laughs off the heated exchange between Liam Cohen, who we're going to see Monday night. He's the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Robert Saleh. Exchange. Patrick Mahomes thought it was kind of funny too. Robert Saleh is the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Steve Spagnuolo says that Noah Williams and Jalen Watson playing well opens up things for Mr. Soon-to-be Moneybags, Trent McDuffie, to play more in the slot. I thought this was the best performance by the Chiefs secondary this season. I thought they played great on Sunday. And according to Dave Taub, the special teams coordinator on Harrison Butker, we're going to keep working to see if we can get more consistency. It's a little bit of a struggle right now. I mean, everybody sees it. We're just going to keep working. This is the first kind of major hiccup that Harrison Butker has had, in his career. So it'll be curious to see how he kicks his way out of it. And then sad. This is just sad. This broke my heart today. Chiefs defensive end Chris Jones says his Aunt Angela passed away from a heart attack while watching their game against the Giants a week ago Sunday. He received the news after the win, and as he quoted, she meant a lot to me. So condolences to Chris Jones and his family. That's tough. And that broke my heart today. Chris is so emotional, and he's such a good person. He's a great dad. He's a great person. My hearts go out to him and his family.
So with that said, man, let's get this show on a roll. We have fact or cap today.
A fact or cap today? All right.
Roll. You sound like you're reading that for the first time, or like just handing you a card.
I was trying to find the sound.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, man!
All right, let's rebound, folks. First off, prayers up to Chris Jones and his family. So, all right, here we go. So, it's Friday. So that you know what that means? It's fact or cap. Second greatest game on YouTube. Stats prove it out. Coach takes care of that for us every single week. I will read a series of statements. You all can play along in the chat. You can decide if that statement is a fact or you think it's cap. And then if you have some reasoning behind it, go ahead and add that as well.
Yep.
We'll also give our folks here, our esteemed panel, their opportunity to give us their opinions on said statements. So, here we go. Right off the bat, we've talked about this before, but field goals are being made at an alarming rate this season. And even at the end of last season, I mean, it's kind of a trend where now like the 50-yarder is like the new 30-yarder. And it's like everybody, all these kickers are hitting them. 50 plus is like layups anymore. I think earlier in the summer, and I think kind of where I picked up on it was when Tobe was talking about the actual football, the K-balls that they would get like a couple hours before the game, each game, and they would have to work them in or whatever, and it wasn't as easy to kick, where now they get them at the beginning of the season, and that equipment staff has them, for as long as they like, so those balls are ready to rock and roll. Then Vic Fangio chimed in with the same thing. He compared it to Barry Bonds and Sosa and McGuire hitting all the home runs. Well, the ball's juiced, whatever you want to say about it. So the statement is this: these kickers' balls are juiced.
What the hell?
Fact or cap?
Balls is juiced.
I don't know, man. I think they probably, I don't know. The juice dried, whatever it is.
Is it juiced?
I would say, I don't know how to answer that one. I'll say it's cap.
Say balls is juicy.
I don't know.
My sound went. Did the sensors hit us or something? What happened there? I couldn't hear it.
I think kickers balls are just, I don't know. I'll say cap. Go ahead.
They're getting rubbed down.
I don't think
they've got all sorts. You know, these guys are really working the balls now.
Nick, let us know, back or cap, Nick, or the ball's juicy.
What the hell? I'm gonna go fact. There you go. Whatever gives the edge to the kicker, I guess. Yeah, I mean the K balls are unique. I think you get 20 of them or 25 of them, and they have to do a lot of rubbing to get them ready to take off some of the gleam of the football, so the kick doesn't slide off the foot. So, but hey, I mean, Lou, that's just a new one. That's new. So I'm gonna go fact.
Shout out to Prince, man. Shout out to Prince on this one. I think the ball do deserve a good rub down. Hey, anything to massage the ball to get it through the loop. We want to see this. So if the balls got to be oiled down, let the balls be oiled down. I'm with it. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, man. I'm gonna go fact.
I bet you do, sir.
Hey, man, no wrong with it.
All right, Lou, bring us home.
The balls are definitely due because, again, I mean, it's like every kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, who, like, I don't know, if it cuts, I don't know, this is like his 7th team or whatever.
18 times.
He's eating a 58-yarder like, you know, these guys in the backyard. I mean, you get down, if you guys watch College Game Day.
Yep.
So every weekend, Pat McAfee, they do a lottery, and some kid gets to try to like a 33-yard field goal to get like a bunch of money. And it's like, it was really difficult. You get people and they're like shanking it, whatever. And now all of a sudden, it's like every week these kids are drilling them. So I don't know if those balls are juiced, but definitely in the NFL, the kickers' balls are juiced. Mm-hmm. All right. So number 2, if you missed it, Dylan Gabriel was named starter for the Cleveland Browns this week, replacing Joe Flacco. Just too many turnovers. They got a great defense, and he just, really threw them out of some games. And, obviously you've got Shedeur Sanders there, and they named Flacco as the backup. So now Shedeur's sitting at number 3. At one point, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been before this, but on Get Up, Rex Ryan was giving Shedeur a bunch of heat about being so loud and all this other stuff, whatever. So in the locker room, Shedeur was asked, about Dylan Gabriel being, named the starter or whatever, and he just kind of smiled and mimed his responses. So in other words, he just wasn't making any noise, moving his lips. It seemed like funny or whatever. So the statement is this. That look, Shedeur doing that, he's just too unserious to be an NFL franchise quarterback. Fact or cap?
Yeah, no sound, buddy.
Oh, good one, Hens.
Oh, that's funny.
Look at Hens.
Got Nick saying.
Got me. He got me. I'm so gullible anyway.
Understood the assignment.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
so
sir.
did. That was a good one.
But
we had some nonverbal communication, and he knew what to do.
If Hens don't do it, is he a good producer? Is he still a good producer?
I'll say that. I'll say that that'll be a that's a cap, man. I feel like what I mean. The kid is gonna It was a little bad look. He could just said, "Hey, he's a starter right now." No. Both of them gonna get a. Cause I'm off the field. The Browns are. I feel like the Browns are holding on to the kid because he got the number 1 jersey sales in their area. On their team, man. Hey, it's all about business.
They don't make enough. The team doesn't make enough off his jersey sales. Trust me.
Okay. Put it like this: if Shedeur Sanders is off that team, are we talking about the Browns?
Yes, they made a good decision to have him off the team.
We're not talking about.
We're not. Well, wait a second. Hold on. We're not talking about cutting him.
That's a Nick said. I'll say Cat. Go ahead, Nick.
All right. Well, I'm going to go the opposite direction. I don't think he's serious. I don't. I have not seen it. I have not seen it since the end of his college football career. His father isn't doing him any favors, and I love Deion Sanders. But I don't see how he fits in Cleveland. I'm not sure why they drafted him. Again, they don't make enough money on his jersey sales to to warrant what they have to pay him annually in salary. So to my opinion is, it's a fact. I don't think he understands it. I don't think he's serious enough. And he needs a lot of, as John Harrison said, he needs a lot of maturity and some humbleness to change my mind.
What do you say, Coach?
I'm gonna go goddamn Cap. I mean, just because
I'm reading your facial expressions here.
Hey, you know what? For real, because here's the thing is, if he would have said something, because I think it was about Rex Ryan. If he would have said something about Rex Ryan, they would have blew it up.
The most irrelevant commentator.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, guys, let that man. He's playing it smart. He was talking, but your volume was enough. Maybe your TVs is wrong. Hey, some guys got BZO. Some guys. Listen. What I'm saying is this, guys.
Your volume wasn't enough.
Your volume wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Some people got these knockoff videos. Maybe they got these high-sense TVs. No, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though. I think Shador is a great guy. His daddy raised him very well. Guys, this social media thing is real, bro. Anything that man would have said, it would have went against him. So I'm glad he didn't say nothing. And to me, he put a little sense of humor behind it. So when I'm gonna go Cap. The man's still phenomenal.
Yeah,
he just needs his opportunity.
This is definitely Cap for me. I think he has the talent to do it. I think he has the temperament to do it, and all those things. He's been put in a really tough situation with the first off the organization, then the fact that they drafted another rookie quarterback in the 3rd round. They just kind of brought this upon themselves. And Coach, you're right. If he would have said anything, no matter what he says in that situation, it's going to be headlines. I could have twisted it a different way, and we'd still have Factor Cap. And Nick, get off my lawn, man. Get off my lawn.
Get off my goddamn lawn. Get off my lawn, please.
But yeah, but so that's it. And
Stanley.
Yeah, for certain people, that's going to rub them the wrong way, and I get it. But I think the other part of it is it is a game. It is sports. We bitch at these guys for giving us canned responses week after week after week. You can Patrick, he's got like a computer in his head, and no matter what the question is, he has like the exact standard answer to give, and he does it with such ease every single time. So he took it a little different way, and yeah, he lives in, he's been in a bubble most of his life, or, so people are a fishbowl, so people are going to say things. But I thought it was kind of funny, but I could see how people might think, oh, gosh, this guy.
Hey, which one was worse,
Marshawn
Lynch or Shador Sanders?
Okay, what's that?
Marshawn Lynch in Super Bowl. When he responded, I'm just here so I won't get fired, boss.
I don't get fired.
Or Shador Sanders. Which one was worse?
Okay, let me ask you guys one question before you go to the next one.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Okay, Deion Sanders is one of the most charismatic NFL players and college players in history. Ever. Yeah. No, probably top 5 most charismatic.
If there were social media when he was at Florida State, it would have broken.
Right. So when he took the job at Colorado, he said, if you don't buy in, go. If you don't understand what it takes and what you have to do, and listed out the things about being accountable, being humble, being all these things.
Right.
Yet his son isn't that way. And I'm sure it's frustrating. So my question is, why, with what he's had with parental units, especially the health issues his father's had, my God, that would humble anybody. That should humble any kid.
The only thing I question about his behavior or whatever while he's been in Cleveland is just driving too fast. Because I think everything as far as football goes, he's knocked it out of the park. In my opinion, and what I've seen, and just listened to some of the beat writers talk about him in training camp and so forth. So they've got eyes, in the building, if you would.
Right.
This, again, maybe it doesn't come off as being that franchise quarterback or whatever, but he's not. He's the 3rd string guy. And I think he was kind of poking fun at that. So I think at some point he does get his chance. I'm almost guessing, regardless of what Dylan Gabriel does this year, at a certain point he's going to start some games for the Browns, because they've got some serious draft capital next year. if they're not completely sold on Dylan Gabriel, they got to know what they have in Shedeur before they decide, okay, how are we going to play this draft? Are we going to move up to get one of these guys that are looked at as a franchise quarterback?
We're moving on,
do
guys.
that? Or can we just add to the rest of our team? So
all right, let's hit the last one. I got you.
I'm not too concerned about that piece of it. All right. So as everybody knows, one of my favorite Chiefs, of course, is Leo. Leo Chenal, to me, is one of these just completely underrated guys. I think he's kind of unassuming, but he's just so damn versatile, strong as an ox, athletic, can kind of do a bunch of different things, right? I mean, he can rush the passer, he can cover, he can stuff the run if you need him to. So he hasn't, I think, been able to be put on display that much, but you see these flashes, like the interception he had against Lamar when he was covering Andrews, the tight end. So statement is this. First off, Leo should absolutely get an extension as soon as possible. And furthermore, when that happens, we'll have a Zach Bond type ascension very quickly moving forward. Fact or fact?
I'll say, I agree that he get an extension, but I don't know about, Zach Bond. I don't think he'll, be right there off there, But I say I agree back on the extension because the kid been playing ball, special team, linebacker, covering, DB, because he was out there way up in the, he was covering him all the way down the field and got the interception. So, yeah, I think the kid deserved an extension. So what that means? Is they Drew Tranquil going to be here next year, or is he going to be replacing Drew? So, hey, I say yes, that'd be a fact. He deserved that extension.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you, Lou. I'm going to go double fact on that one. I think he has the ability. He's such a great. I call him a 5-tool guy. He can pass rush, he can cover, he can tackle. He has speed, and he has good court awareness where to be on the field to make a play. And I think you can't have enough glue guys like that on your roster. And I think double fact for me.
I'm gonna go fact. Me watching the game, Lou, and me doing my statistics, Lou. Him and Noah Williams are neck and neck in coverage, man. That man's is up there in the 90th percentile. I said that man's a beast. That man's the Chiefs' best cover linebacker. Probably one of the best. Hell yeah, that's a fact all day. Fact, man.
Yeah, well, I think you all know my answer to that. And in terms of the Zach Bond thing, he's not going to be, I don't think, put in a position like right away to have enough snaps to maybe have the full Zach Bond effect. But in the role that he has, because it is so diverse, that he does impact the game in so many different ways. So that I don't think, it's not a matter of replacing Drew Tranquil, because he's normally on the field when Drew's on the field as well. And depending on what down it is, like I said, I firmly am convinced that he could play, kind of like the strong side defensive end, set the edge, rush the passer.
John said put him at running back.
Pretty much do it all. I'm sure he could play fullback. I don't think there's any question.
Hasn't he lined up as a fullback once or twice?
I don't know if he did.
I thought he did his rookie year.
But I think he's got the ability to be able to do that. So just a tremendous kid, tremendous athlete. Love him to death. Just let's go, Leo.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this week's Fact or Cap. Appreciate you playing along in the chat. Gentlemen with the opinions, very strong this week. As always, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy.
That's right. Don't forget, for those who just joined the show, if we get 100 new subscribers that use the Chiefs Blitz promo code, play 5, get 50. You got to play the 5, set up your account. Or if we get 100 fans, Chiefs fans, the Chiefs Blitz, tell all your friends, I will give away $1,000 collectible item to the person, to the group. Not all of you people. We'll do a raffle, but 1 out of the 100 will receive a $1,000 valued item.
And as soon as it happens, we don't have to wait for Christmas.
No, you'd have to wait for Christmas. Absolutely not. If it happens at the end of this month. The raffle goes on, and we'll name an individual and we'll have them on the show. How's that?
That's right.
Look, guys, spotlight, guys. You get that, and you get the spotlight. Good job, Nick.
Let's go right into the. Let me go ahead, Luke.
Duval.
So let's go ahead and get
I'm
to
trying
question.
to click subscribe and it's not flipping. Okay, here we go. Where's the English teacher here? Okay, so are the 3-1 Jags or is the 3-1? Okay, I got you. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Let's start over. Here we go. Number 1. Is the 3-1 Jags record a sign of real AFC threat, or does it confirm they have simply been beating bad teams and will be exposed by the Chiefs?
Ooh, God, that's a long one. All right, so
that's what she.
Okay. Listen, I think they've been very fortunate. Their defense has gotten 12 turnovers, 13 turnovers. They could be without one of their best players. One of their defensive pass rushers.
Trevon Walker is like day to day, week to week. They're not.
Yeah,
sure
Walker's regardless, he's not going to be anywhere
#1
close
pick.
to 100%, which helps the Chiefs. I think Jacksonville is going to be good under Cohen. I like his fire. I like his spirit. I think he's a very smart coach. I think he orchestrated getting that job very well. And you're starting to see with Jacksonville that kind of makes them dangerous is they've got some personality now. And they didn't have a lot of personality before he was hired, I thought. They just didn't have the right coach. And Trevor Lawrence is one of those guys that great college career, had some decent success at the NFL level, but he's never really taken it to the next step. And I don't think this is the game where he's going to go head to head with Patrick Mahomes and come out on top. So I can't say we'll expose them, but I think they've beaten some bad teams. But they did beat San Francisco, right?
Last week, yeah. Okay,
and San Francisco beat the Rams on the road last night, so that's a pretty good team. So I think they're an AFC South threat at the moment. They've got a lot to do to become an AFC threat.
I think they ain't play nobody. Like I said, the
49ers are good. The Rams are a good team.
Well, week 5, we'll see the real teams by week 5 and 6. And I feel like the Chiefs are going to come here on Monday night and expose the Jags for who they really are. Chester the Cheeto. That's who they're going to expose them for. You know what I mean? So I feel like the Chiefs will come out here and beat down the Jaguars, even though they have been beating up on everybody else. They have the number one this, number one that. New coach, new scheme. Brian Thomas ain't getting used very well. You know what I mean? The offense not looking that good to me. So I feel like the Chiefs would come in and expose some things really are, because the Chiefs are going to be a more hungry team, right? They're going to be the more hungry team coming into here. They got a Bears last time on a primetime game. When the week opener against the Chargers, and I feel like they're going to come out here and expose. Everybody whoever they go against. So I feel like they're going to expose the Jaguars for who they really are. They ain't been playing nobody.
I'm going to say this. Like, guys, we know the NFL is any given Sunday. Guys, you might think his team supposed to kick this other team's ass.
Even on Monday.
And turn back around and they get their asses kicked. You know what I'm saying? We seen games like this. And I'm not going to take nothing away from Jacksonville because, guys, these are still NFL teams. Anything can happen on Sundays or Mondays. So I'm gonna say this. I say this. I will give the respect to Jacksonville because they earned it. They played well. The defense is playing stout. To me, Trevor Lawrence is not the quarterback for Jacksonville. He really ain't. He did good in Clemson, but in the NFL, he really hasn't lived up to expectation right now. But besides the point of that, I think Jacksonville are a good team, and they should be respected, especially their defense side of the ball.
Yeah, he came in. Expectations were through the roof, right? Because he was looked at as like a John Elway, Andrew Luck type prospect.
Right, exactly.
Right? This is he was number one in high school, number one at Clemson, number one in the draft. I mean, it was just, a lot on him. And I don't know, not everybody can handle that, deal with that, whatever. You can say coaching, whatever. But I think the one thing that they're doing well right now is not so much on the defensive side of it, but they're running the ball really well.
Right.
and he's spreading it around. Now, to my disappointment, again, Brian Thomas not getting a lot of action.
Go Jackie.
Some drops I've seen, in highlights in that. So I don't know what's exactly happening there. You see guys like Parker Washington, former Penn State guy, big time punt and kick returner, but now he's making some plays on offense as a receiver. Brenton Strange, the tight end, you see him making some plays.
Strange, he's cool. Yeah.
So again, it's more, Liam Cohen, kind of comes from the Sean McVay tree, spent some time with the Rams. So, the run game is going to be a big part of it. They'll get the pass game going at some point, but the defense travels. The defense, they're making these plays. All these draft picks that I guess at first, a few years ago, were thought that maybe they didn't draft very well, but Travon Walker has started to come on.
Right.
Now, he may not play, right? But Lloyd, the linebacker from Utah, I think was Defensive Player of the Week in the AFC last week. He is really, he was coming on last week. The other linebacker, can't remember. I have to read my notes for his name. Oluokun. He's like approaching some ridiculous number of tackles career-wise. They got one of Coach's old guys, Gardeck from AZ, edge rusher from Arizona. So they got some good players, right? And we haven't even mentioned Travis Hunter yet. So there's a lot there. Now, will the Chiefs should go in there and beat them. A veteran team, championship team. They should take down a young team in this situation. From what I understand, there might be some we're still in hurricane season. There might be some tropical storms. We may see some weather in this game.
We are the tropical storm that's coming from Kansas City.
There you go. That's right. From the plains, a tornado, whatever.
We're the tropical storm that's coming.
So I think, but the biggest thing in this game, I don't know if it may come up in the other questions. So let me shut up and we'll go to the next.
Hey, take your time, man.
The next question, Luke, go ahead.
All right. So is the only way the Jags score a single touchdown in this game? This is like the guys from the Bears.
The Bears.
A busted coverage, or is their offense actually good enough to earn a score?
Damn, you talk about disrespecting your opponent, dude.
It's like the world against Ditka.
Friday.
And if Ditka was sick or drunk or whatever, the world might have a chance. But otherwise, Ditka.
That's a good question. That's a good question, though.
If the Chiefs defense bottles up Trevor Lawrence like they did last week against Lamar Jackson, you could see kind of a similar defensive performance and a similar score. I think they have talent. They got a great running back. They've got capable receivers. I think they have a more efficient quarterback at the moment than probably he's had the best coaching he's had. So in my view is, I think they're going to be able to put up 14, maybe 17, 21 points against the Chiefs. I'm sure that's going to be more than enough for the Chiefs to win this football game. But I think the Jaguars playing at home after their last win, which was huge for their organization. They're in a division where I think they're tops in the division, right? They're tied with the Colts at 3-1.
Yeah.
The Texans are 1-3.
Shocking.
And Tennessee is 0-4 and probably going to be 0-17. But so I think this is a big game for them to gauge who and what they are. But I think they'll get more than a busted coverage touchdown.
I think that's the only way they score. We're talking about Spags here, right? They said it's going to be a tropical storm. No, it's going to be cloudy with a chance of rain of meatballs.
But if it rains, that gives the Jags a huge
chance of meatballs.
You know what it is? The movie Cloudy, a chance of
I know all the food was coming down and whatnot.
It's Spags. Spags in the kitchen working. He's working in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen working up all kind of defensive schemes and everything else. So you're going to see a cloud of dust of spaghetti sauce, noodles, raviolis, meatball. It's going to be a lot. Spags going to be out here cooking up everything against Trevor Lawrence, right? The Jags ain't look good. Brian Thomas Jr. ain't looked good since Mac Jones went over there with the 49ers, right? Now he lost a better quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, the beach guy, you know what I mean? The Old Spice guy that's riding in on a horse. The Old Spice guy that riding in on a horse and think he's gonna come in and stretch Spags. Hey, I don't think that's gonna happen. So only thing that I feel like Ikea said, I mean, whatever IK in the chat said, only time if they shut down they run it back, then what else can they do? What else can they do? You know what I mean? I see their offensive play. I've been studying their all 22 film. I don't see a hell that the Chiefs can lose this game. You know what I mean? If Spags have a bad game plan, then we can see. But other than
this is what we call in the business the kiss of death, right? I mean, as soon as you start talking like that, whatever, there's going to be all sorts of stuff happening in Jacksonville that, like, oh my God, what is happening?
It's something from Monday's show. My goodness,
why is this happening?
I always talk like that, you know. But yeah, I always say 45 to 10. Everybody else, it doesn't matter.
Hurricane heads is what it's going to be.
So peep game, peep. Now, Gold Jacket Hints, because remember, you talking about he's better than Marvin Harrison. And the man stank doo-doo, 31 for 15, I might add, and a couple of drop passes. See when a man like Lou, like you said, Lou, because he hypes up everybody and it turns into dubs. And they turn into the Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. I'm going to say his name because you know what I'm talking about, sir, because I want to pull your card, baby. I don't want to pull your card, baby, but I got to do it. But I'm going to say this. Travis Hunter, to me, might have a great game, guys. He might have a great game. And, Jacksonville been good on stopping the run now. Ian Tim been playing very well. Now, Travis Lawrence is 5 from 4. You know what I'm saying? He's still decent. We've seen it, Lou. Any given Sunday, he might go out there that might throw the ball a whole lot more. Who knows? Right? Is Noah Williams going to cover? Is Noah play on the right side? Is he going to cover Brian Thomas? Or is Watson going to cover Brian Thomas? Because we know Buck W's in the slot, right? So we don't know. But what I'm going to say is this. I do believe Jacksonville are going to go out there and make some noise against this Kansas City defense. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of.
I ain't stopping nothing, sir. Take that and shove it.
They've kind of struggled to score offensively.
I would like to cut you off. How you gonna argue with me, but argue my point and then agree with me on my point about Brian?
That's just how he rolls, man. Let him go.
Was he talking to me? Was he talking to me? Because I'm pretty sure you said Brian Thomas was better than Marvin Harrison. And he stank doodle. He's doodle water. Go ahead, Lou.
So again, who knows about predicting a busted coverage? The Chiefs, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the Chiefs have had many busts in coverage this year. So, and they're not giving up a ton of big plays. So it's been more like death by 1,000 cuts. So I think it was Okoye that said it earlier. I think you alluded to it as well. Hence, is that Travis Etienne? I think that's where the game plan starts. Right, because if you can kind of slow him down. Now he's a great pass catcher as well. He is. I mean, he looked like at the end of the year, Tank Bigsby was kind of taking over for him, and at a certain point, Etienne I think just looked so good to this coaching staff and the front office. There's hey Tank, we're trading you to the Eagles, and that kid hasn't seen the light of day in Philadelphia.
He won't. There's too much ahead of him.
So Etienne, I think, is kind of the key, and that's kind of where Spags is, I think, attention will be. Travis Hunter seems like
just don't know.
It's the NFL to try to play both sides of the ball. I mean, they always talk about the metaphor, like you drinking out of a fire hose, right? I mean, it's just too much, right? And now he's drinking out of two of them because he's trying to figure out his offensive game plan as well as the defense. So we'll see how they deploy him, whatever. But, I just really believe Etienne is going to be the key. And, I mean, the Chiefs' defense, it seems like it's this every year. They kind of start off a little slow. But again, and it's usually at the beginning of games, which is so infuriating because Spags does such a great job that it's almost like that first drive is like just trying to figure out what they want to do. And then the clamps come down. So, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game either way. So as far as how they get their touchdown, I don't know.
All right, next question.
Well, we'll have our score predictions on Monday, so we can debate it.
Man, I'm gonna put a suggestion. Let's be more economical with our the size of the questions because it gets a little long. So, are the Chiefs' self-inflicted penalties the only thing that will keep the Jaguars within one score, or is Jacksonville's defense talented enough to keep the final margin tight?
Well, there were no self-inflicted penalties in the last game, which is a good thing. So hopefully they've learned some lessons. Now, it's an officiating crew that doesn't like to throw a lot of flags.
Is that Brad Allen? Was that?
Yeah.
Was it his crew?
Yeah, it was his crew.
Yeah, we like his crew.
We like his crew. The Chiefs are like 8-0 with him. In this game, I think again, we talk about this a lot. The team that's going to beat the Chiefs is the Chiefs. And if you look at every big loss in the first two losses of the season in the first half of the Giants game, this team couldn't get out of its own way, and it kept beating itself. It wasn't that the other team they were facing made all these great plays. Had they been more efficient and not had as many penalties, you're talking about a minimum of a 3-1 team, maybe 4-0 at this point. But that's beside the point. The question is, if the Chiefs don't get out of their way, they're going to win this football game. Jacksonville's defense is talented, as Lou said, very astutely. They got some draft picks now that are kind of playing a lot better than they did under the previous coaching regime. Mm-hmm. And that's important. That's a key note. They've got confidence. They should have a ton of confidence from their win last weekend. And so, I think Kansas City is going to win this game, whether it's 1 score, 2 scores, 3 scores, or 5. I don't really care as long as they win. Just get me the dub. That's all I care about. But I think this is going to be a 10-point game in the fourth quarter. That's what I think.
Yeah, I feel like the penalties, right? Jawan Taylor coming back home, right? He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back to the Jags, a team that he played for. Also, this is his hometown, and we got, was born and raised at as well in Florida as well. And I think also it'd be his birthday as well. So, hey, don't come out
there, Juwan. A lot going on there.
A lot gonna be on your shoulders, right?
A lot of tickets. A lot of tickets
to cash. A lot of tickets to buy. Just come out here and keep a clean game. Keep a clean game. Don't go out there 15-yard drives, nothing like that. To have, keep the Chiefs in scoring drive. They're about to go score, put the game away. Now we kicking field goals and look like, it's going to be a weather game. And Bucker ain't been cooking good. And, he been missing here, missing there. So we don't want to put, a lot of stuff on other people's shoulders, and let's just keep the ball in Mahomes' hand and keep the drives going. So I say this. If the Chiefs cannot, stop the inflected, penalties, then they'll be fine. They'll be just fine and going forward.
Josh Allen gonna kick Taylor's ass. I just feel it because honestly, against the Ravens, they ain't got no pass rush for real. They got a respectable pass rush. Josh Allen and them guys, them edge rushers for the Jacksonville Jaguars, going to give Simmons and Taylor some work. So there's going to be some penalties. Just get ready for the penalties. And the Jacksonville defense is solid. They're solid on their side, so they can hold up. And also, can those tackles hold up, guys? Because they don't. It's going to be a lot of grabbing. They're not
better. They're not better than the Giants' front four, and they're not. Not even close.
But Taylor's the issue, and Simmons
or the
rookie,
Eagles' front four.
And Simmons been playing above a little bit average. He ain't the best. I'm just calling it what it is now. So I'll definitely say this: if they can play better and they can use their thinking cap, them tackles can use their thinking cap, the Chiefs will be okay.
All right, Lou, save us.
Yeah, I think other than it, trying to slow down Etienne, as long as they take care of the ball, and again, it's just fundamentals at this point because of the overall talent level that the Chiefs have, scheme, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if they don't turn it over, commit a bunch of penalties, it's going to be at very worst a close game, and at best, probably a pretty easy game. So I think the only thing that makes it a close game, and I guess I would agree with that, is the penalties and perhaps turnovers, because they have gotten so many turnovers, meaning the Jags, 13 in the first 4 games. Now the Chiefs are starting to, maybe get a few here. So maybe that, kind of flips the script on them. If the Chiefs can get some turnovers, some short fields, and they roll up some points and get a lead, now all of a sudden Lawrence is dropping back to pass every time. It can get ugly pretty quick. So yeah, biggest thing for the Chiefs is just kind of build off of what they did last week, keep the penalties to a minimum, take care of the ball, because I think they've only got one turnover all year, the Chiefs so far.
Yeah,
Travis Kelce's big turnover. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it goes on Patrick's number because it was an interception.
It's still a turnover.
But I'm just saying I think that's the only one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So I mean, that's like the two polar opposites: a team that doesn't turn it over versus a team that's forcing a lot. Who's going to kind of impose their will? So I think that's where it goes. So it's again, we've seen a lot of one-score games by the Chiefs. Maybe we got spoiled a little bit last week, but let's see if they can kind of build off of that and show some ability to score consistently.
This team ain't gonna give up.
Not in one-score games.
Two double-digit wins in 2 weeks. I'll take that any day.
This team ain't gonna throw the white flag in the second half.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So with that said, let's speaking about last week. What does Xavier Worthy? Go talk about Xavier Worthy. Go ahead, Luke.
All right. So the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy, he's number 1, by the way, if you're scoring at home, have a better individual receiving day than the Jaguars' top 2 receivers combined. Wow. This should be a prop on Underdog.
Yeah, it should be a huge prop on Underdog. In fact, it probably is. Hey, I think Worthier, he got his footing last week. He gained his confidence. He led the team in rushing. He led the team in receiving. I think this secondary is the Chiefs can have some success against the secondary. I think he's virtually uncoverable. And so that really opens things up. And we saw Travis Kelce have a lot of space. We saw Thornton have some space. We saw 9-10 different guys caught the ball. So I think X is the key. I said this before. He's the guy you can't afford to lose. They missed him for 3 games and they won 1 of 3, and thankfully they did. And now they're back to level and a chance to go and say, you remember when the Chiefs were 0-2. But I think he's going to have a really big game. I think he's very suited to go off on a team like the Jaguars again to gain that confidence. So I think he's going to have a masterfully productive game.
I think that more than the Jags top 2.
More than the Jags top 2, in my opinion.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, they got to face Nall Williams, Trent McDuffie, and Watson. That's playing the 3 top corners in the league right now.
I wouldn't say that, but.
Well, Nall Williams
combined, Nick.
Combined.
Combined. Top 3 combined.
Yes, combined. Okay.
But other than that, man, I feel like Xavier Worthy will come out, because Brian Thomas is in a slump right now. Even though that we know McDuffie had trouble against bigger wide receivers.
At any time, man.
And it could be that time that he blows out of it, because he's in
Exactly. Yep.
Other than that, man, I just say Xavier Worthy combined probably yes, because I don't see Travis Hunter doing nothing on this Chiefs defense. I don't even think the kid's that good. But other than that, man, I feel like, I feel like Xavier Worthy going to come out and have a heck of a game against this supposed to be top secondary. You know what I mean? We're going to see. Money. Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Number Jordan Lewis been playing pretty good. That's the second corner for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Absolutely, been playing very well. And guys, what's the makeup of a great secondary? The defensive front. If they can get pressure up front, bro, that boy's gonna have a day. And Travis Hunter might have a day. So we'll see. But Xavier Worthy to me.
If the Chiefs come out here and play what they had 6 offensive linemen last game. 6 offensive linemen, 5 or 7 offensive linemen. If they come out playing that,
if they can protect, if they can protect Patrick Mahomes and keep them edge rushers at bay, and Taylor can have a clean game, then I can say Xavier Worthy will have an outstanding game. But it's up to Henson's boy Taylor, Jawan Taylor. If he can play to his level, and he is at home, it's a tropical rainforest and getting to him, and his feet don't buckle. hey, Reggie can have a great game. But it's up to the tackles. But if they can have a great game, then Xavier Woods gonna put on an outstanding show.
Yeah, I don't know if the Chiefs really either believe in it or actually ever try it, but like a max protect route where maybe just two guys go out on a route and you're just blocking the entire thing up, knowing that you've schemed this thing up properly and one of them is going to be open.
They did that last week a couple times.
Now, the odd man fronts, if you would, on the offensive side with the extra lineman reporting is eligible and playing some smash mouth. I'd like to see that, because that's kind of what Pops is about, what Kareem Hunt is about. They're going to run between the tackles and just kind of bury it, trying to get those guys to the second level and block those guys out. But what was the question we're answering?
Oh, sorry.
It was the wide receiver thing. Yeah, so it was the top two receivers.
I was looking at something else.
That preview was brought to you by Underdog.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't sleep on Parker Washington. I think right now it's not Brian Thomas as their big play guy. It's Parker Washington. Yeah. So don't sleep. And I'm sure they're watching film and they know all this. It's not up to me to tell them this, but just for you people watching and listening to our show, Parker Washington's a real dude. He can play, so he may be the deep threat that kind of slips through, or maybe is that guy that busts the coverage.
Right.
But to beat two receivers, you figure X would probably definitely have to go over 100, right? We're not going to name the two receivers, but just say the top two guys. Now, Travis Etienne might get like 50 or 60 yards receiving. You might see, Brenton Strange, the tight end, get another 50 or 60 yards receiving. Right, that's a tough deal to beat the top two guys. So I'm going to say no, that's not going to happen. But X will still have a good game. I think he may get a touchdown. He's certainly going to open it up for all the guys underneath, as we saw last week. So
he sure is going to bust it open, man.
He's kind of like the key to unlock the offense right now.
Right. All right. Before we get to the last question, I do have the injury update. Yasir Abdullah, linebacker, Trevon Walker, defensive end, both out, did not practice. Everybody else was limited. And for the Chiefs, everybody was full except for Kristen Fulton, which tells me he's probably going to be back in the Lions game. I don't think you're going to see him this weekend, but he sounds like he's getting back. His ankle is less severe, but everybody else practiced full, including Mike Dana. So we'll probably see the return.
Now, was Fulton full go yesterday?
He was limited yesterday. He's been limited all week
today as well. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow's the final day. What's that?
Do y'all want Fulton in? Because Noah Williamson playing great. Do y'all really want to bring Fulton in?
Well, I think they're going to need Fulton. Trust me, they're going to need Fulton.
Well,
when they go up against
a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
you'd like to see him if he's healthy, see what he can do.
They're going to need him against the Lions. They're going to need him against.
I see what Noah Williams can do.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get his reps, but they need Fulton. Fulton has played well when he's been on the field.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the last question.
Yeah. Which, again, the best ability is availability. Yeah. So here we go. Will a victory of less than 14 points undoubtedly prove that the Chiefs are vulnerable? Or is any win against a 3-1 team sufficient to maintain their status as the AFC's best?
I think somebody
you're assuming some
numbers
things here, Hensley. I mean, that they are the AFC's best right now, and that somehow comparative scores are a big deal. But
everybody said the Bills there. Everybody said the Bills are right now, so that's why I threw that.
Bills
are. I would think
the Bills are the Bills are vulnerable when they start. If
they're not a perfect team, but
they're not perfect.
To say right
you
now,
win. Hey, look, you win nasty. It don't matter.
They've been the most consistent team for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah,
win
nasty.
Eagles.
Yeah,
but they haven't really played anybody either.
Yeah, a nasty win is a great win, gentlemen.
Yeah, just win. I mean, I don't think. I don't think
14 style points in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't care about 10 points, 14 points.
Stack them.
If the Chiefs win by double digits, which is what I'm going to predict, that's 3 games in a row, and that's what you want to see, because we didn't see a whole lot of double-digit wins last year. I don't know how many there were. Maybe
you don't
one.
Want to be like clutching the pearls late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if it's a Hail Mary or something like that, maybe that eliminates the double digit. But I'd rather start a streak the Chiefs went, 20 games, 1-score games. I want to see a streak of like 8 or 9 or 10 games with double-digit victories. That's what I want to see. That's going to show how important and how evolved this offense
might
has
be
become.
Unprecedented.
It might be unprecedented in Chiefs history, something more for Patrick Mahomes to accomplish, because we are 2 games away from Rashee Rice returning. And it's my understanding that provided he physically is fine and he's been working out, he's going to be active for the game against the Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders, a noon kickoff at Arrowhead.
If history tells us anything, they're going to ease him back in. Like maybe
nothing's going to start, but he'll play.
Maybe he gets, well, even if he starts, I think maybe like 20,
20, maybe 50.
This way beside me gonna lose his mind. Bo gonna lose his mind. He gonna feel
and just kind of work him in.
Jersey on the way.
That's just the way they roll, and that's the way what they've done with other players in similar situations. So
the
other thing I wanted to ask you guys this, and we'll finish this one up. But do you think X continues? How long this is going to go on with him? Just kind of if I'm catching the ball like in traffic, hit the dirt,
hell yeah,
or get out of bounds immediately. I'm not going to take any unnecessary hits. But, obviously, if he's streaking across the field and there's nobody around, he's going to keep going.
Yeah.
But
get your ass down. Don't even mess with it. Same with Hollywood Brown. Same with Juju. Same with Taekwon. You know what?
PTSD for Hollywood.
You take the yards you can get. And, I mean, even though I didn't realize this, he gained 9 pounds in the offseason, which for him is, pushes him in the 180.
Percentage. Yeah.
Yeah, that puts him in the 180 plus. 185.
Like that was like 5 or 6% of his body weight.
Yeah, so kudos to him for doing it. And you can see now his legs don't seem all bucked up, but he certainly has a little bit more. He certainly has a little bit more mass.
Don't want to slow down,
which is a good thing. So you want to slow down.
A little love on his legs.
But I had to go with if they have a 3, if they beat just a 3-1 team, doesn't matter. That they're still gonna put their status up there.
But they haven't played anyone, hence.
Right, they playing that. they playing that.
So are they really a 3-1 team?
Are they a 3-1 team? We don't know.
You are what your record says you are.
They stealing signs. People stealing signs from people. We don't know. Are they a 3-1 team, or did they cheat to be a 3-1 team? Coaches want to throw knuckles at the end of the game. Nobody can't fight. They too big to fight. Toes are too big to move. We don't know, but we have to say this.
That's a wild piece, boy.
I say the Chiefs when they beat the Jaguars on Monday night.
Okay,
guarantee you.
Okay,
they will be considered. Everybody gonna say the Chiefs are back. Nick Wright show is gonna be going nuts. Nick Wright gonna be out here putting up banners on everything. Even Lamar Hunt said, "Hey, if we win the Super Bowl again, you can come down here and put down the banner." He told Nick Wright that. So he
told that Danny Parkins that, and Nick Wright, yes, both.
Hey, if Lamar's talking to those guys, I got respect for them.
Yeah,
man. Remember, I think I said it before earlier before the question. You got to play. Win's a win for me. Yeah, win's a win for me, man. Some of these teams in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, have been winning by less and less. You know what I'm saying? Less points and whatnot, but play great defense. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really make a difference to me. As long as you win the game, you win nasty, you win clean, you win efficiently. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't tell me anything about these teams because, like I said, guys, it's any given Sunday. Some defense look great, some won't. Some offense look great. Special teams look great right now. So it just doesn't matter as long as you go out there and you win the goddamn game. You know
I don't even want to say it out loud, but the only thing that makes the Chiefs vulnerable is poor health.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that.
Leave it right there. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing that would really make you again the confidence level keep going is that the offense again looks explosive. Mm-hmm. You can see kind of like almost fear on the other side of the field where they don't know where the ball's going. They don't know where the big plays are coming from and whatever. And that's where you start to feel like, okay, now that's when you feel like the Chiefs are back.
Right.
Now, do they have to get back? No, they just have to score enough points to show that, again, they're very efficient. can be threatening at any time, any spot on the field, and score more than the other team. I mean, I hate to oversimplify it, but that's pretty much it. Again, you don't get any style points in the NFL.
Nope.
You've got one great Italian against another great Italian in terms of defensive coordinators. So you got the immovable object with the irresistible force. Yeah, there's going to be fireworks. There's going to be meatballs flying in the air. You're going to see juice. You're going to see the kickers juice balls. That kid kicked a 70-yarder in the preseason, man.
A 70 burger.
So yeah, I mean, they get to their own 40, you know, and it's like they're almost in range. So, but no, I mean, yeah, what is going to make me feel like the Chiefs are back again is that consistency on offense and showing some explosive plays. There was a piece, I think, Jesse Newell in The Athletic, talking about Patrick, just kind of talking about not being so overly cautious and being a little riskier with the ball and getting it downfield. And he's getting there. You can see, you know, sometimes he still fights it a little bit, and that's good, right? I mean, you don't want to be reckless, but I think he's getting to that point, more comfort, more speed on the field. Rasheed's going to make a big difference. So just, you know, we just got to be patient, just stack wins. And then as you get to like Thanksgiving, just push down on the gas and start just crushing people.
I think easy no man. I think they're gonna throw him because he's not hurt. I think he's been practicing. I think once Rasheed is ready to rock and roll, they're gonna put that man.
Yeah, he can't be on the field, but he can work out.
In terms of football shape, you know, I watched I think we talked about it on Monday, but the game in Dublin, right? I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but Jordan Addison, he was suspended the first 3 games, his first game back. He's like a 4.4 guy, high 4.3s, beats the defender. And now he's got a lead and he's like flying down the sideline. And you could tell he was a linebacker who was like 11 or 12 yards behind him, caught him at like the 2 or 3 yard line. So I'm not saying that's Rasheed, that's what's going to happen. But I mean, there's a difference between just running and then running on a football field. So the Chiefs are going to be, they're going to be,
makes sense.
I don't want to say careful, but they will be cautious with him to make sure that he's gets his win, gets his football shape, because you hate to see him get like a soft tissue injury because he was out there too long or overextended on a play. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right. Well, Monday, guys, we're doing our countdown show, so we'll have our
countdown to kickoff.
5:30.
What you say?
So you said 5:30 Central, 5:30 to 7.
No, we ain't gonna be on that long. We're gonna be on for like that.
Okay. We're doing 5:30, right?
6 to kickoff
or 6?
No, man.
It's 6 to kickoff.
6 to kickoff. Okay, 6. Okay. Got it. All right, sounds good.
So with that said, guys, we'll have our score predictions there. You know what I mean? So come and join us Monday and enjoy the kickoff with us, you know what I mean? And before, you know, Monday night. So with that said, guys, have a good weekend. And me and Coach will see you guys Saturday.
Enjoy the games.